What's up, guys? All right, this is just a quick video on my flatware. Why am I making a video on my flatware? My forks and spoons and knives and stuff. Uh, Quite often, it actually happens more often than anyone can ever imagine, but I would say at least once or twice a week, someone will send a message and say, I saw one of your cooking videos, I saw your fork or your spoon or whatever, and I really like them. Where can I get those? So that's what this video is about. It's about these. Now, if you were to see these like this, you'd think nothing of it. No one gives a crap. Now, the reason people like these is because of the tail end. Okay, it's kind of a cool little design. This flatware set is all hand forged. Each one of these is done by hand. Okay, and actually the metal is heated, stretched out, looped around like this, and everyone's completely unique and individual. All right. People like these just because of that tail end. They think it's kind of cool. It's different, you know. And by the way, these are very heavy, very sturdy. These were purchased not by myself, but by one of my friends like a decade ago, about 10 years ago or so. She purchased them directly from Pottery Barn. At the time, it was like a $500 or $600 set of flatware. There's four. It's for a four-party setting. Okay, so basically enough utensils for four people. And then each set includes a butter knife, a large fork, small fork, large spoon, and small spoon. Okay, and it's extremely ridiculously expensive. They're unmarked, they're sterile. It doesn't say Pottery Barn on it. It doesn't have the maker's mark or anything. Basically, they bought a bunch of these sets to sell at the retail store, but you can't find them anywhere. All right. So I always tell people like they came from Pottery Barn, but they're so long ago that they don't even sell this style anymore. People will be like, well, where can I get it? So I want to make this video just telling you, first of all, that's where it is. I can't just say, go get it from here because they don't have them anymore. They're just not made. However, there's a very similar design out there. In fact, this design in general is copied quite often. Pottery Barn has another one called a fern something, fiddlehead, something like that, where it's not exactly a style, but they're also hand forged and the top comes up and, you know, kind of spins around like a fiddlehead. If you ever saw a fern coming up before while it was a baby, which is actually edible. I should do a little wild edibles video on that. But as they're coming up, they're still closed before they kind of unravel and straighten up, and then the leaves come out. It has that style, which is pretty cool too. But I did find one set on eBay that looks identical to this. It doesn't say Pottery Barn or anything like that, but it very well may be the identical set. This is a 13-piece set. Looks like they have 4 large forks, 2 small forks, a large spoon, small spoon, and 4 butter knives, okay? And this actually happens to be a great price. It's 50 bucks with $10 shipping. There's only one of these, and I'm sure someone out there will see this video and buy this now. It's the only one I've ever seen besides the actual set that I have. All right, but at least you follow the link, you can see what they look like and get an idea of them better, so you can go on your own little hunt and search for them. But I'm telling you, I know some of you will not believe this, but at least once a week, if not multiple times, every single week, someone will send me a message and say, I really want to get those forks you have. I really want to get the spoons you have. They're awesome quality, and each one is custom made, but they're just hard to find. I don't know where to get them. And I never got these. When I moved into my first house, when I moved out my own, it was a gift from my friend to me. She was getting a brand new set for her house anyway. She's had them for 10 years, and she wanted to give them to me as like a, a home welcoming type thing. You're going out on your own. Here's a nice little gift to get you started. So that's it. No more talking about my forks and spoons and knives, okay? Except for my cool knives. Although these are really cool. And by the way, all these butter knives actually come to a very fine edge, okay? They're not like a standard butter knife. They're not sharp where I'm going to like cut myself, but they're sharp enough, okay, where if I push hard right now and slid across my hand, it would cut into my hand. It's actually a very acute angle on these edges. So and I mentioned this before, but with all the knives I have and all the amazing stuff I know about knives and how much I love them, I still use these butter knives since I've had these to cut every single steak or piece of meat I've ever had. Okay, I use a fork and knife just like this and use a butter knife and get into it like that. And I just figure with this acute edge like this, even though it's not razor sharp, if I can't cut my meat with this, whether it's pork or chicken or steak or something, I overcooked it, it's too tough. This should be able to handle any job like that. So that has to do more with your capability of cooking properly as opposed to your capability of having sharp knives. But anyway, that's it. That's going to put that to rest because people are constantly wondering where the heck these came from. That's the deal. I know where they came from, but they no longer have them, so you have to kind of look for yourself. If you want to search for these yourself, go on eBay or whatever search engine you want to use. Use Ask Jeeves because that's old school. That was before Google. But anyway, type in hand forged rustic iron flatware, or iron flatware, or hand forged flatware. Any combination of those terms might get you something similar. But for now, at least you can see this eBay auction. You never know. Watch eBay. Things are constantly going on and off, and you never know what you're going to find. So that's it. Enough talk about my flatware. But I figured it justified at least one video on it. But that's it. I refuse to answer any more questions about it. If you ask me that question, I will simply send you a link to this video, and that's it. So take it easy, guys. Hope you enjoy the rest of your day, and I'll see you soon.